What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Every Week We Follow. So I am joined here by the lovely Sam from True Adventures. No, Gary has not completely changed his look overnight. Gary is unfortunately busy. He's at my I think it's my sister-in-law's birthday actually. But obviously for me, it's too far to travel, so I am not going. But Sam, how are you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Do you know what? I've cheered up a little bit. I was quite grumpy 2 hours ago, but I've cheered up, and actually I've got a whole, not a different perspective, but I'm kind of I've turned my head around a little bit, which is good.
Oh, okay, interesting. We'll get onto that. I mean, it was a difficult game. I mean, I don't think me and Gary ever thought it was going to be easy. I think most people actually thought it wouldn't be easy. Of this kind of 4-game run that we had that looks relatively favourable on paper. You know, Bournemouth, Brighton, Wolves, and oh my God, it's gone from my head. Who's the other one?
Leeds? Is it Leeds?
Leeds. Thank you. Yes, Leeds at home. That's the one. Thank you very much. Who actually are now having quite an upturn in form. So I'm a bit worried about that one, if I'm honest. But yeah, it was a difficult game. Bournemouth actually, I think, probably had the majority of it. I mean, they had the whole of the second half. I think we also scored a bit against run of play as well. I mean, brilliant goal though. I actually thought first half Sancho was actually fantastic. And I thought that finish from Rodgers was emphatic. That was absolute rocket.
Yeah, I love a near post smash it in.
Yeah,
so good.
Smash Watkins, it into the top of the net, right?
Watkins did one a couple of years ago. I can't remember who it was against, and he just boom,
it was on his left foot, left leg, wasn't it?
It's like it takes the goalkeeper by surprise, and they're like, "What? You're not meant to do that." And it's like, "Yeah, I just did that."
Well,
yeah, I love both
goals were near. Both goals were near post. I mean, I think let's go on to the one we conceded. What was Luca Dean doing?
It's not what I would have done. I think so. If I mean, I'm not a professional footballer, but from what I can work out, he thinks that Tyrone Mings is standing very close to him, but Tyrone Mings is not standing very close to him. What I would like to know is, I would like to get a perspective from someone who's played the game at a decent level, because sometimes when players do things like that, they get the blame when actually was Tyrone Mings supposed to be there. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, right. He's meant to be coming across.
That's what I don't know.
I mean,
because it looks potentially really bad. It looks really bad.
Luca Dean didn't make an effort. He was just like, "Yeah, go on, mate." I mean, I don't know whether they were just leggy. I don't know. The whole team looked a little bit leggy, which is weird because we've had a week's break. Obviously, we've got 3-4 days now till.
But don't you think Brighton that happens with us? Don't you think that happens with us?
The energy seems to go like this all the time.
I find when Villa have a midweek off. Sorry, I'm just looking at myself. My moustache looks ridiculous, doesn't it? I accidentally shaved. The reason I have a moustache is because
it's very well groomed. It's very well formed.
The reason I have a moustache is because I was using my clippers to trim my beard down, right? And as I went to do this, the thing came off it, and I went yeah, and put a big gap in my beard, and then I was like, "Oh, forget it. I'll just shave a moustache." Anyway, sorry if I look a bit ridiculous. I mainly do it to annoy my wife. It annoys my wife when I have a moustache because she thinks I look correctly like a sex pest. But anyway,
Nigel Mansell.
I digress. Well, I think Villa are worse without a midweek game. We should start organising friendlies in midweek when we're not having a European game, because we just seem to lose our rhythm. I don't know what it is. I think maybe we get into the mode of it, or it's that momentum. But whenever we have a midweek off, I go, "Oh, I wish we didn't. I kind of wish we had a game," because we all seem to struggle. We come out flat. I don't know why. It's like we come out rusty. It's like we get rusty in 3 days, or do these games stop Unai Emery from having really long meetings? Is he like, do you know what I mean? He's like, "Oh, great, 3 extra days.
Yeah,
I can give you loads more information." They're probably like, "Oh God, I'm so tired." You know,
Yeah, it's just overloaded, right? Like,
can we have a game instead?
I think Matty Cash said it before. I think it was maybe actually in the Conference League season, where they were asking about like handling the kind of Thursday, Sunday, and I'm sure he said that he preferred it. He was like, I prefer it. He said, I feel sharper. He said, we feel sharper after having that midweek game, even though I think at that time, I'm not sure if it was that season or following season, we really struggled after European games. Like we basically didn't win one for quite a while, but obviously this season that hasn't been a problem.
We have. I think the Brentford was the first one, wasn't it? First one that we
the first one, correct.
And that was a changed team as well. That was a as much as we've changed, I think, for a European game. So yeah. I think we were very flat. But tired is difficult to measure because I think sometimes teams can look tired if they're not playing well. I think you get tired when you're not playing well. I think that's what happens. I think Bournemouth, very intense. They played very, very well. They played way better than us. They totally deserved to win the game. Luckily, we got the good Emi Martinez today, which is nice. We have had the bad one a couple of times this season, but we had the good one today, and that's great. And he's earned us a point. And I know that it's like, well, your goalkeeper saved you, but the goalkeeper is part of the team. And so
exactly right. Striker scores goals. Goalkeeper keeps them out, right? Like so,
it's fair. That's within the rules of the game. You're allowed to do that. However, we were pretty bad. Second half, we were very bad, and that's fine. Like Sancho, I think was great. If we're going to start with positives, draw positives. Emi Martinez was good, great. Sancho was very good, and that is really good. Number one, paying him a lot of money. But number two, he is a very, very good player, and we've been waiting for this good player to kind of arrive. We've been waiting a long time for him to, I don't know, learn Emery's way or get his confidence back or get his mojo back or whatever. And I think he is getting there now, and that's really good because if that happens, we have a very, very good player on our hands that nobody else wanted. So I think that's really, really good. Some people played well. Roger scored a good goal. But the truth of the matter is we weren't very good. It's true. We weren't very good. And in the second half, we were very not good. And Leon Bailey came on and he was very, very not good. And Ollie Watkins was not
terrible,
good.
Wasn't he? Oh, my God.
Yeah. And I defend Ollie Watkins. And I also defend Leon Bailey quite a lot. Because I think he has had his turn as the scapegoat before. But they were bad today, and that's fine to admit that they were bad. The other thing that we have to remember, and I know it's what happens in football is teams get big injuries, and the first game after they get the injury, everyone says, "Oh well, they're missing players," and then the next 2-3 games, then it's like it gets reset, like those players don't exist anymore. And it's like, no, we are missing our 3 best midfielders. And we are missing our captain, who is like, how important he is, especially in away games. When you're under the cosh, he sticks his backside out. He wins fouls. He drives the team forward. He's a very, very important player. And Unai Emery uses him as a conduit for all the things that he wants to do. The other person he uses as a conduit for things he wants to do is Yuri Tielemans, our most progressive ball player of the season, last season, probably. And then we're missing Boubacar Kamara, who we all know is the key to everything that we do. So we have to keep remembering that. Like, Villa didn't just become crap. We lost our 3 most important midfielders. And we've got Douglas Luiz in, and I'm really pleased about that. But we've got to give him more than like 2 weeks to settle in. So, it's. What I mentioned earlier at the start of the program is that I think we need to stop freaking out every time something goes wrong.
Yeah, and it's not even like we lost.
We drew away to Bournemouth. Honestly, we were a bit crap, and the goalie saved our backside. That's fine. And I know that we lost 2 games at home. One of them, a ball could have been an inch inside play, and we would have scored. Everton, they should have had a player sent off. There's always excuses, and we should have won those 2 games. And they're bad results. But teams have bad runs, and in between that, we won away at Fenerbahce and we won away at Newcastle. Like, it's not. If this is our bad run, I'll take it. I will take this bad run. If our bad run is, remember when we drew away at Bournemouth? It's not. No one's outplaying us. Bournemouth did.
I think right now it's. I think we've been spoiled, right? We had that 11-game winning streak, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh, the wheels have fell off. We've lost 2, won 1, drawn 1 from 4, and it's like.
Do you remember when the wheels fell off before? Did they fall off forever? No.
Start of the season.
Yeah. Was that forever? No. What happened?
I don't think the wheels have been put on, mate. I think they were still in the garage at that point. They hadn't put them on yet.
But what I mean is, like, and I am definitely guilty of this. Like, we as Villa fans over the past 20 years, we know, it goes well for a bit, but then it goes back to normal and everything's terrible. I get that. That is cool. But let's look at the past 4 years. Let's look at the evidence presented to us. We have an amazing manager. Don't you think he's going to fix it? Like, don't just. It's like we're kind of like traumatized. We're just traumatized, and I think we need to pull ourselves together a little bit. We are 3rd in the league. We are 8 points ahead in the Champions League race. We have a good team. We have an amazing manager. Yeah, we are missing 3 of our best players and things have dropped off a bit. That's pretty normal. If you lose 3 of your best players, things will drop off a bit. We've got some new players that need to integrate. And like, if we want to be a big team, why doesn't anyone take us seriously? We want to be, do you know what I mean? Why don't we take ourselves seriously a little bit? Stop just because you lose 3 games. The stuff I read today online, I mean, come on, get a grip. Mate. People need to get a grip, man. It's not like people like Emery's. The other day, someone said, Emery wasn't very passionate today. I think he wants to go to Real Madrid. I was like, mate, you need to go and have a bath or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, get a grip, man. Yeah. We just had a bit of a bad run. And if you want to be taken seriously as a top club, then start acting like fans of top clubs do. Do you know what they do? They go, well, it doesn't matter because we're going to win the next one because we're Man United or Chelsea or Man City. Don't worry about it. We've got, have some confidence in your manager who has given you consistent success for over 3 years now. This isn't like a good run we're on. Look at the table for the past 3 years straight. Who is in 4th place? Aston Villa are in 4th place. So it's very likely that we will continue to be in 4th place. Think back to the start of the season when everything looked completely terrible. And then what happened? Went on a 14-game winning run. Ridiculous. Yeah. So don't you think he's going to fix it? We just drew away to Bournemouth. We lost a couple of bad games. Get a grip, right? I'm going to finish my rant. Get a grip. Do you know what you can do to change this? Go to Villa Park, get off your seat and sing and support your team. Don't start moaning at them because they lost a couple of games. Don't start huffing and saying everything's terrible or transmitting your nerves. We've seen recently with Arsenal what can happen when your crowd transmits their nervous energy to the team. It's not good. It's bad. So on Wednesday, go to the Brighton game and support the team. They need you. And they've been even saying it. It's a bit quiet. Stop leaving early. If you want to be in the Champions League, do your bit as well instead of freaking out every time something goes wrong. Right, rant finished. That's my rant.
I will say, Villa Park. I have said over the past 3 seasons probably that. I mean, the Champions League nights are incredible, but it can be pretty flat. And I think we've been a bit spoiled. We've been a bit spoiled these last 4 seasons. We're used to winning games more and beating these teams such as Brighton, Bournemouth, all these kind of teams. But away at Bournemouth, and also the way people react is like we've lost this game. We've just drawn it. We've got a point. Literally,
Liverpool lost to Bournemouth about 10 days ago.
Yeah, exactly right. And Liverpool are playing City tomorrow. They will more than likely. I would expect City probably to win that game, but you don't know. Could be a draw as well. Who knows? But I'm just seeing here on the comments. Colleton Bait not finishing 3rd. The chasing pack are too good. Europa League, best hope. Europa League's the best hope of Champions League.
Mate, I think he might have got it a bit wrong there. You don't need to finish 3rd. You need to finish 5th. And if someone offered you 5th now, you take it. We don't need to finish 3rd. It's okay.
And I would also say
the intention was not to finish 3rd. Potential to finish fifth.
Yeah, no, that's insane. If I'm honest,
clear.
If I'm honest, the start of the season, I actually said I thought 6th or 7th was actually probably
That
what
was
we
my
would
prediction.
look to achieve. Yeah, I didn't think we'd get these Champions League spots, and we still, I'm not saying we definitely will. It's obviously things can go wrong, but I think the next 5 games are so important. I mean, the Bournemouth game was important, right? But we got a point. A point away at Bournemouth, I don't think is a bad result. I think we didn't play well, which is what more concerns me. But it wasn't a bad point. We've got a run of 3 games that are very winnable. Other than Leeds, like I said, are worrying me because they're so much on form.
Yeah, they were
and
good
then
on
we've
Friday,
got Chelsea and Man U. Yeah, well, then we've got Chelsea and Man U. And those games are massive. And for me, the key with those games is don't lose the games. Like, try and win them, obviously. Don't play not to lose. But I think if we lost them, that would be very bad. And you're completely right. This is exactly what you said earlier. You can't fix it without 3 of your best players. I mean, you can. Emery probably will. It won't be the same, but he'll work out a way of making this work. It's like at the start of the season where things weren't working. We had all the stuff over the summer. It feels like almost like potentially around when we had the summer transfer window and it wasn't clicking. You could tell Emery was stressed and all the players weren't quite right. And then we've had this January transfer window, and Emery again has been very, very stressed. It feels like he's been very stressed. I don't think he likes the windows at all. I think he's just like, everything's unsettled. We don't know what we're doing. We're not 100% set on what's happening. Players have come in. We've obviously had Dougie come back in. We've had Tammy come in. We've got Bailey back, trying to reintegrate them into the team, trying to get them up to speed. It's going to take time. I actually think Dougie has settled in really well. I thought he was okay again today. I thought Onana was actually pretty good in that first half. I think we missed him a lot against Brentford, if I'm honest. So apparently he had tired muscles, whatever that means. So that's the only reason he didn't play. He was on the bench, though. I feel like if you make the bench, if we need you, you're coming on. But anyway,
yeah, I don't know what the rules are within a club.
No.
I don't know what the etiquette is like. I don't know.
What was your feeling on Watkins today? Because obviously you and Gary had a conversation a week or 2 ago about Watkins.
Me and Gary always having conversations. Me and Gary never stop having a conversation about Ollie Watkins, and I am obviously a big Watkins defender, but he's not good today. He's not good. He was bad. No. He needed to hold the ball up better, definitely. So yeah, but the problem with the Watkins thing is it's like in all of wider society, when something becomes a hot button topic, what people do is they entrench themselves into their little camp and all the information that they get. So Gary comes out with me with all of his stats why Watkins is rubbish, and I come at Gary with all the stats why Watkins is good, and none of us convince each other. He still thinks he's rubbish, and I still think he's good. And you can bring out all kinds of stats. The one that is always Watkins misses loads of chances, but the other people that miss loads of chances are Erling Haaland and Mohamed Salah. Yeah. That's because they get lots of chances, so they miss more chances. So also they create chances for themselves. Lots of you always say on Match of the Day, well, yeah, he's missed a big chance, but you'd be worried if he didn't get the chances. That's when a striker's doing badly, and that is true. However, Watkins was rubbish today, and that's fine. But a lot of other players were rubbish as well. But they won't get the stick that Watkins gets because everyone's got an agenda, and that's cool. I understand it.
I think that's the thing at the moment. I think the thing is when the whole team don't play well, you really feel Watkins missing that chance or not doing that, because like I said, it's because we haven't played well, we've actually had few chances, so he's needed to take those chances. When we're playing well, people don't mind so much, right? Because if we're playing well and we have a good game and Rodgers scores and Buendia scores and maybe Ollie gets a late consolate, whatever, no one really minds. I think the thing I've had more recently with Watkins, I've actually been a stern backer of Watkins until towards the end of last season. And I just think some of those attributes they had that made him good, or really good, actually, he was a very good striker, have just waned. I think with that knee injury, whatever it is, that yard of pace, he's now, okay, like okay to good, that kind of striker. Whereas where we're at, and where we want to be and where we're trying to play in, and if we do get Champions League, I 100% personally think, I don't think Tammy's the replacement. I do think we will get a big,
and I think
striker.
that is absolutely true. And the fact of the matter is, if Villa could spend what Villa want to spend, then I don't think Ollie Watkins would be our striker. I don't think he would. I think
if we got Champions League this season, I think he would have gone in the summer.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I think that's true. But newsflash, we can't afford a better striker than Ollie Watkins. We can't. We're not allowed to spend that money. So Ollie Watkins is the best that we have. And also, lots and lots of other teams are looking for a good striker, and they can't find one because there's no bloody strikers anymore, because everyone is a inside left attacking midfielder.
Yeah, when everyone only plays with one, and everyone plays with one striker, right? So instantly you've got half a pool, because it used to be you play two up front, or maybe even you'd have a winger who can also play as a striker or whatever.
Look at Arsenal. Arsenal have been desperate for a striker for 3 or 4 years. And
he doesn't even play him.
Is Havertz really a striker? I don't even know. And now
they don't. Gyökeres. They don't even play Gyökeres.
They spent all that money on Gyökeres, and now he's like second string striker. It's not that easy, and that is what I mean. If the situation was this, right, Villa had money to spend on a striker, and there were strikers available that we could get that were better than Ollie Watkins, that did the off-the-ball work that Ollie Watkins did, that made the system tick like Ollie Watkins and scored as many goals as Ollie Watkins and got as many assists as Ollie Watkins, because Ollie Watkins gets a lot of assists, which a lot of other strikers don't, which is why Emery likes him. Like, Emery's not an idiot. Like, he's been picking him consistently for 3 years. He likes him for a reason, because he does what he wants him to do, and he's happy with him. If we were choosing not to have Ollie Watkins when there were better options available, then that's fine. But there aren't better options available. They're not available because we don't have the money. Or we do have the money, we're not allowed to spend the money. And there aren't strikers available. They're not just knocking about. They're not like walking down Broad Street. They're not there. The other one was John Duran. Oh, we should get John Duran back. Where is John Duran? Where is he? Where's he gone? He's just gone somewhere else, hasn't he?
Where'd he go to? He's gone to he's going to Russia. He's going to
he's going to Russia. What did we let him go, man? Now he's going to Russia. We should have kept John Duran. He was brilliant, wasn't he? Like, come on, guys. Like, Ollie Watkins isn't as good as he used to be, and that is frustrating. And I wish that he was as good as he used to be, but he's obviously carrying an injury. But we got Tammy Abraham in, and I think he will do well. And I think he will do well enough, and I think the both of them will do well enough, especially if it will take the load off Ollie Watkins. So it's fine. But, Ollie Watkins was one of the best strikers in the Premier League, and he's dropped off a bit. Yeah.
I suppose this is the point now where, it's the same with Marlon, right? Like, there was a point where Ollie wasn't quite doing it and people were calling for Marlon to start. But Marlon was never an out-and-out 9 on his own. It never really worked. Whereas, we do have Tammy now, and that I would expect that if, doesn't quite go to plan against Brighton on Wednesday, I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if Tammy potentially starts on Wednesday. Like,
I think that's why Ollie Watkins got 85 minutes today instead of 60 minutes, because I think Tammy Abraham is going to start on Wednesday. And I hope he starts, and I hope he does well, and I hope he scores a bag load of goals, and Ollie Watkins can't get in the team. I'm not like
I don't care which one of them
good. No, just
I don't care which one
it is. Yeah, but the thing that I will say is that what is very funny is that when Ollie Watkins was not scoring goals, I don't mean when we were very, very bad, but the start of our really, really good run, Ollie Watkins was excellent in that run. He was excellent, but he wasn't scoring any goals. And actually, then he started scoring some goals. Remember, he scored 5 in 6 or something like that. And he wasn't playing very well when he was scoring the goals.
No, he wasn't. Yeah, this is what I was saying to Gary. I was like,
and you watch Sky Sports be like, well, Ollie Watkins is really coming to form now. And you're like, actually, no, he's playing quite badly now. No. But when he wasn't, when we beat Man City, he was man of the match. He was amazing against Man City. Yeah. He was absolutely everywhere. And in these away games, the reason why he picks Ollie for these away games is because Ollie Watkins does the dog work. He does the dog work that nobody ever sees, and that's fine. And I appreciate that. And most people maybe won't even watch the match. They'll just watch our match of the day and see Ollie Watkins miss a chance, and that's cool and everything. But he does do the dog work, and he's been doing it for bloody years. It's probably why he's got no legs left, because he runs so much.
Well, he gives Rodgers and Sancho and Buendia that little bit of space, right? And I do think that's partly why I do find that when them four are on the pitch together, it seems to link so much better up front. Obviously, Tammy is very early in, so we don't know how that will go. But yeah, they do link really well. And like I said, I think Sancho today was good. Anana I was happy with. Dougie, I think, settled in really well over these 2 games. Just, yeah, Luca Dean in that moment of absolute brain fart. I was literally like, what? Just watching the replay, I was like, what? Does he think he's offside? What does he think's happened here? Like, he literally just wasn't doing anything. To be fair,
I'd love to get an interview with him and Mings where they go like, you were supposed to be there, yeah, but you just let him walk past you. Like, do you know what I mean? I bet in the dressing room they were like, what was that then? It's like, what do you mean? What was that? Where were you? You know.
One thing I did want to bring up as well is how are you feel? Like, obviously Martinez he's a fantastic shot stopper, but I will say this season, what's going on with him in the air? Every time the ball goes in, or with anyone around him, I do not feel confident. Like there was that one where they basically like gave a foul for the header, challenging for a header against him, and I was literally like, it wasn't a foul. Like he literally just went up. He seems to go up like outstretched rather than like coming in and clearing everyone out. I don't understand what's going on with him in the air. It's really odd.
No, he's done that a few times now, and we've lost at least 2 goals to Martinez trying to get a foul. But what I would do, because I'm obviously amazing, what I would do is I'd get rid of the bloody ball and then I'd go down like I've been elbowed in the chest. But don't not get the ball and go down like you've been elbowed in the chest, because at least try and get the ball. Because if you I think sometimes you can get a bit distracted by the shenanigans. Like we all know he loves shenanigans. And I think sometimes he can get a bit sidetracked with all of that nonsense. And it's like, remember the ball, because that's your main job. Get rid of the ball. And if you want to go down like you've been shot, then that's fine as well. Like, that's great. Win us a free kick, but yeah, I don't know with Martinez. I think Martinez Martinez doesn't get as much stick as Watkins, but this season he has absolutely gotten a lot of stick because everyone's secretly annoyed with him. I mean, I'm secretly annoyed with him about what happened.
Yeah.
And I'm annoyed with him because he's never come out and said anything about it. He's never apologized. He's never.
It's not great look.
No, I mean, even on the last day, I mean, getting into the weeds now of me and Emi Martinez, but the last day of last season, we didn't get in the Champions League. Yes, Matty Cash made a bad pass. That's true. But do you know what? I don't think Emi Martinez needed to steam 40 yards out of goal and body check someone. And that's why we didn't get in the Champions League. Like, if Matty Cash had made that pass and we conceded a goal, maybe we didn't get in the Champions League. But we absolutely didn't get in the Champions League because Emi Martinez ran out of goal and body checked someone. And he never came out after the game and said, sorry, guys, that was really stupid. That was properly stupid. And I shouldn't have done it. He doesn't do it. He doesn't do it. And I think...
No, he's very like proud and loud and like, I am Emi, I'm Emi. Like, so I think he's not like that. But I think I will say, though, I think since the summer transfer saga, he's definitely been a little bit, the shithousery definitely has taken a massive step down. Like he's not doing any of that. It feels like a little bit sheepish about it all. I will say, I think, I hate to say it, I think he will go in the summer. I think the kind of unrest around it, I think Unai Emery's probably pretty peeved about it still. I think some of the other players are probably a bit annoyed about it as well. He's very highly paid. So I'd expect us to try and claw back some of those wages. I think personally, I mean, we haven't seen enough of him, but I've seen enough to know he's decent. But like Bizot is a very, very, very good secondary keeper. Whether we look to replace Martinez with another keeper, don't know, or whether we look to bring Bizot up and bring in a younger keeper, not sure. But I do think he will go in the summer, and we do need to do something about that because, like you said, he's as important. The goalkeeper's as important as a striker, right? They do win games, and Emi Martinez has definitely, like you said, cost us at least 2, maybe 3 goals, which I think, if I remember rightly, have resulted in the loss or the draw and not winning the game.
Yeah.
Whereas
this might not all be his fault. This might not all be his fault. Like what I mean is, nothing's been communicated, and it may well be the case that Emi Martinez's wife is watching this and saying, "You don't know the full story," and that's true. Like the club may well have said to him before the end of last season, "Look, mate, you're on too much money. We're up against PSR, so we're probably going to flog you in the summer." And he's devastated. Maybe he's devastated, or maybe he's upset, and then he thinks, "All right, then fine. Where am I going?" And then he thinks he's going to Man United, and maybe Man United, maybe it was all meant to happen, and he's ready to go, and Man United just didn't bring, or they changed their mind. And this may not be Emi Martinez's fault, and his head might have gone, and that's why he didn't want to play in that Crystal Palace game, and that's fair enough. But if he came out and said that, or did an interview and said, "Yeah, it was a mess, to be honest, and I probably shouldn't have done what I did, but my head was a shed, and I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to the club or the fans. It was just the way it went, and that's fine." I think if he'd just done that, or just put an Instagram post out and said something like that, I think I personally would have gone, "All right, fair enough, cool, that's cool. I get it. Things are messy. Things happen." He wasn't trying to disrespect the club. All he's done is like patted the badge once or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And I think what it's done is it's highlighted his mistakes. Yeah,
every player does that, right? They do the whole badge thing. I mean, I always think back to things like, Fabian Delph's obviously like the worst one, right? Like the whole thing of, "Oh no, I'm here for the club," like, kind of thing. And then was it less than 24 hours later he was off? It's actually pretty insane.
He did the kick launch, the kick launch.
Yeah, the Emi Martinez one's an interesting one. I do think that this summer, I think that if we do get Champions League, I don't think it will be wholesale changes, but I do think there'll be a bit of a changing of the guard. I do think we will have 2 or 3 big kind of first team, older, aging players. Like I said, Ollie Watkins, maybe Emi Martinez. I still wonder whether Luca Dean might end up trying to go because he's on really high wages again. And then there is the whole Ollie Watkins thing. And then there is not next season, but there is John McGinn, and I absolutely love John McGinn. But he is, 31 now, and he's all energy, all running around. That won't stay forever.
We have an aging team. That's no secret, isn't it? And it basically, I mean, was it 8 Dean Smith players today? Is that right? 8 Dean Smith.
That's crazy. Crazy. The squad thing's absolutely madness. But I will say that it's really weird. We've got this kind of like aging squad in certain areas. But for instance, in the midfield, like Onana, Kamara, Bogard, all 3 under 25. Or actually, I think Kamara's 26 maybe now. And then you've got Tielemans, who's like 28, coming up to 29 maybe. Mings, also a bit aging, but we have got Konsa. And then so I think there's a bit of a balance, but I think we probably do need a couple other kind of early 20s, mid 20s players to come in just to keep that going. So we just got a comment here. Honestly, don't get the negativity online. That was a good point when you look at the fact that our midfield is decimated. Emerald gave right exactly what we were saying earlier. I think it was a good point. I'm happy with the point. I'm not happy with the performance, but the point I'm okay with. But obviously Brighton on exactly. Brighton on Wednesday. We then got it's FA Cup of the weekend, isn't it? We've got Newcastle. And then I think it's Leeds the following weekend. So Brighton, Leeds, you win those 2 games, everything's feeling a bit rosy again, right? I mean, obviously Man U are chasing us down and all this crap, and they have got an all right run as well. I think they've got West Ham, Everton, Crystal Palace. I'd expect them to probably get 2 wins out of those games. At least.
Fine.
So,
and that's fine. So we drop down to 4th. Then it's Chelsea. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping from drinking too much beer. What I think is that what you need to do if you're a Villa fan and you attend home games, I think there's two issues. Villa Park has been very quiet recently because of expectation. And some people say because Emery's style of play is very slow, and I do understand that. Like, it's not up and at 'em. It's difficult to support the team. But when things are not going well at Villa Park, we need Villa Park to do its job over the next few weeks because we're missing our midfield and we've got new players that need to integrate and we're on a bit of a sticky run and we've got Man United chasing us down. All that stuff that we're scared about, that we're worried about, you need to transmit that energy as exactly what Emery would say, transmit that energy to the players. Go down to Villa Park, have another beer before you go in. If you need a bit of like something, dry January's over now. You can do what you want. Go and support the team and make a difference on the pitch because they need you, because they don't have John McGinn to do it because he's injured. They don't have Yuri Tielemans to put through those passes. But what they do have is 40,000 people who are desperate for us to get in the Champions League and desperate for us to be successful. And like you said, a lot of those players might be leaving at the end of this season. And my personal opinion is that over the past 3 or 4 years, they have given us so much joy and excitement and happiness. So we need to help them get over the line this season because I bloody want a trophy, is what I want. And I want us to get in the top 4 or top 5 or whatever it is. So, I'm going to be there on Wednesday. I'll be doing it. I'm distracted by Carlton Bates' comment. Sam, that's how it works.
So Sam, that's how it works. When you start winning, expectation increase and fans get entitled. That's perfect. I mean, it's totally true. This is exactly what I was saying. I said we went on this 11-game winning streak, and all of a sudden, then we lost a game or we lost a couple of games at home, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, we've only lost 3 at home in 2 years." Okay, now we've lost 5 at home in 2 years. It's still ridiculously incredible. Like, it's an amazing record at home. So it's just stupid. I mean, the thing that gets me with the Man U stuff, it always cracks me up, and Chelsea as well. Everyone's like, "Oh no, they're starting to play well now. They're like coming." I'm like, of course they fucking are. They've spent £500 million in the last 19 months. Are you taking the piss? Like, if that didn't have any kind of bearing or didn't start winning in any way, I mean, obviously Man U, they've done a lot of things wrong, but they've now finally got a manager. Well, potentially, it's early days, but they've got a manager who knows the club, knows what they're about, knows how to try and get the team going because the players are good enough. Like their squad is good.
It is a miracle that Villa are where they are. It's a miracle. It's a miracle that Villa are where they are. And frankly, it's a disgrace that Villa are above Man City, Man United. We'll point with Man City, above Man United, above Chelsea, and above Tottenham Hotspur. Those clubs should hang their head in shame that we are doing what we're doing, or they should be going, how can we get this bloody Emery guy, give him the keys to our club? But, and the other thing that people say is they go online, they go, the players aren't good enough. No, they're not good enough for where we are. No, they're not. So how well do you think they're doing? How well have they done that they're not good enough? They're not good enough. It's the Dean Smith team. It's the same team. It's the same team. Do you know what I mean?
Dean Smith even said recently on an interview on Claret Blue, he said, when we bought Conser and we bought like Mings and we bought these players and John McGinn, he was like, they were championship players. He was like, they weren't Premier League players. He said, and now we're looking at them going, like, Conser, what would you sell Conser for? Like, he's an England,
Conser's 100 million. Rodgers we bought from the Championship. What do you think? So how well have these players done if you think they're not good enough? Because they've been good enough for the past 2-3 years. The table in the Premier League, past 2-3 years, Villa are 4th in the table. And with Dean Smith's team, basically, plus Boubacar Kamara and Morgan Rodgers. Oh, great.
Ridiculous.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like...
Onana's probably Onana's the only one we played like really big money for. We played for like 50 million, right? But he was very young as well at the time. But yes, anyway, brilliant. Thank you so much for that, Sam. So obviously, yes, we drew 1-1 with Bournemouth. It's a point. It's not the end of the world. It's okay. We'll go again on Wednesday against Brighton. I will be there. I don't know. Are you going to make the game? Is it difficult for you to get there by that time?
Do you know what? I am going to be there, right? And it's going to make me look bad after I've been saying get shouting for the team. I'm going to be in hospitality again, different hospitality this time.
Are you? Oh, mate!
Yeah,
Amazing.
So I'm sorry, everyone. It's just a coincidence. I happen to be two for the first time in my life. Now I'm doing two. So I'm going to be in what's it called? The 150 Club or something like that.
Yeah.
But last time I was in hospitality.
Is that the one with padded seats halfway?
Oh, of course, I demand padded seats, James. I demand it.
Yeah.
Last time I saw Sean Teal.
Okay.
I saw Sean Teal, Brian Small, Jim Walker.
Yeah.
Who else did I see? Stefan Moore, the legend of
random Stefan Moore.
Stefan Moore shook Stefan Moore's hand. But that's it. Everyone else there's like, oh, I'm very important. I'm like, there's Brian Small. That's Brian Small.
Is it the Trinity Road?
Yeah, it's in the Trinity Road. So
we'll probably be able to see you there, mate. Where you can usually see all the prawn sandwich.
Yeah, I think we were above you before. I think we're in the middle of the Trinity Road this time. This is someone else that's invited me, which is very kind. There's just nice people that follow me and say, "Oh, do you want to come to the game?" kind of thing.
Oh, that's good.
But I'll be there going, "Come on, Villa, come on, go Villa."
I mean, mate, you're the mustache. So
it's bad, isn't it?
Cane. So
I've got to shave it off, I think.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Sam, for joining me. Me and Gary will be back on Monday for our weekly thoughts. We might roll that into the preview for Wednesday as well. Otherwise, we'll do a preview on the Tuesday. But do keep tuned in to every week we follow. As always, if you are brand new here, please do hit that subscribe. Turn on your little ding-a-ling-a-ling kind of little notification bell thing. Hit the like. And as always, we will see you next time. I'm going to have to do the sing out because Gary isn't here. So thank you very much. Every week we follow the boys in Claret and Blue. See ya.